you don't taste the tea. It's just to moisten the fruit.
I mean,
And then you moisten it up with tea.
I still think tea is just.
And that sound, ladies and gentlemen, this is Tasha's mind being blown.
No, that's the sound of me
across the galaxy.
Disgust for tea mixed in with cake.
Oh, by the way, before you blow your lid entirely, I have made a little adjustment to my stream webcam.
I was going to say, if you'd say, "Oh, we put coffee in our cakes," I was going to say, "Get out!"
Yes,
Finnish
people actually do have a cake which has coffee in it.
I know.
Yeah,
and it's disgusting.
Hey, I make a raspberry cake and I put coffee.
I'll disgust you even more than Tashi. Another cake that we had growing up was just a sponge cake, soak it in coffee, and then do a layer of that and buttercream and that, and then you cover it in whipped cream, and then you cover it in chocolate peanuts.
Why would you ruin perfectly good cake with coffee?
Coffee cake is dope, yo.
Why?
Yeah.
Coffee cake with whipped cream on it, and then you cover it in chocolate peanuts.
I am disgusted by this content. How dare you?
Hey, look, if your mind,
wrong with you?
If your mind and your stomach are not prepared for the enjoyment that is coffee cake, then I don't even know.
Yeah.
You could also make LT green biscuits as well.
I can't even. I can't even express.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, you've reminded me about that coffee cake, so I now must make that coffee cake.
It was at this moment Tash decided to leave the sessions for good.
It is at this moment that I become the campaign's big bad, just to wipe out like tea and coffee.
I mean, you already wiped the party once. Why not cake?
You're not wrong.
I mean, Marlon clearly knows what to feed Tedak now.
Like, I did make up a really funny headcanon for Tedak, which you'll probably find out at some point or another in character sort of thing, so yeah, have fun with that, guys.
Also, because we are still bantering, I love my parents with all my heart. Parents.
Oh, parents! I thought you said parents!
Yeah,
that would have been
that's how we put
another
it.
thing I would have told you off for.
But I was like, I was sort of enjoying this delicious chocolatey cake and coffee.
Already.
While they handed me my gift for my birthday. It's a book.
Excuse me.
Ooh,
which is written by quite famous person, but not because he authored that book. Can you guess what this book is?
The Bible.
No.
Necronomicon.
Let's say, think about 1940s.
I was going to say, is it the Kama Sutra?
No, it's not. But it's definitely one which won't be read out in stream if I ever do reading streams.
Mein Kampf?
Totally the Kama Sutra.
Yes.
I had a feeling it would be Mein Kampf.
You got a copy of Mein Kampf?
Yes. And it was ordered from Great Britain.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
I mean, I won't go into too much of like political comments and all that, but that does make sense.
Yeah.
But there we go.
Get your copies of Mein Kampf now, whilst the EU allows it.
Yeah.
Right.
Also, it's funny that it was my birthday when the Brexit actually came to be enforced.
Yes, Foxy, we all know that. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh God,
Yeah.
we're getting political here,
Ow.
boys.
Yes.
Apologies, everyone. I just whacked my microphone.
Fair enough.
Ouch.
Okay.
You're welcome.
I'm surprised it set off. I heard it through my headphones.
Like,
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. But yeah. That's enough world politics and
yeah, we got
such.
D&D politics to.
Well, according to Tashi, nothing can be worse than tea and cake. So
Or coffee
there
and
are
cake.
A lot of things worse than tea and cake.
It's
I
when,
mean-
It only comes to the question now of what about tea and biscuits?
I mean, take out the tea and just leave the biscuits as they are, and they'll be fine. No worries at all.
You don't understand. Tea and biscuits comes as a thing at this particular establishment.
Fuck
do you remember Tashi?
yeah, I remember Jin's like little pieces on the side.
Yeah, that's what it's all about.
Yeah, tea and
Tea and
biscuits.
biscuits.
Okay, like yeah, the context
You've got
is just getting
you know,
merged like a
Are you
weird
ordering tea and cake or tea and biscuits?
ball of bakery confectionery beverage thing, sort of thing. But yeah. No, I remember tea and biscuits. You know, yeah, like Jin's pieces on the side, and I think they had it with like Bob's gang of pirate kobolds at one point.
Yeah. Bob was living the pimp life long ago. So, welcome
Yeah.
everybody to Tales of Bob's and Fortunes. The usual madcap here on Tales of Gaming Addiction. Hope you all are having a wonderful day.
Oh yes.
We descend further
Yeah.
and further into madness.
I mean, but are we already mad? Really, Brian? Like, how can we go further into madness when we are already insane?
Most everybody's mad here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Are.
And also, Tash, want to know something?
What?
Your diatribe about you not liking tea and coffee actually went live out from my stream.
Oh yeah, like no, I don't care who hears it. Like I'm a traitor to the British stereotype, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I get abducted by like a SWAT team or FBI or something,
If you get swatted during this stream, we know what happened.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. There we go.
Or your MI6 comes knocking to your door like, "Hello, I see you. You expressed some un-British opinions."
Oh, I'm British.
And
It's going to
traits.
be We Happy Few.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It especially come to our attention that you have been going against the political code.
So, you realise not liking T-Man is treason.
God damn it.
At least I'll go out with a bang. Like you'll never take me alive.
So what are you going to do? Send the bailiffs? No, we've set explosives at the base of your house. Have a good day.
Go Fox, we learn to think. Oh, God.
Also, is that going out with a bang?
I mean,
You okay? Wouldn't help with a whimper.
Yeah.
I mean, there's that.
At the very least, a thud.
Yeah.
Or something. I'll go up with some kind of sound of awesomeness that
Yes.
declares the end of my days.
Yes.
Anyway, we're getting off topic. So,
Yes.
try and rein this horse back in. Just to get
Yeah.
a full recap of what happened over the past few weeks for those that weren't here, like Gardex.
Mm-hmm.
Our wonderful band of adventurers had been tasked to collect artifacts of great power to deal with a shadow dragon known as Ebonrath. Over the course of their adventures, they've so far gathered the Aurelian's Gavel, which is now in the possession of Gardex, the Bronze Staff, which is in the possession of Marlon. They also recently acquired Gungnir, Odin's Spear, from the Dwarves, and were on the trail of collecting the Black Shield. And Black Carapace, rather, which was a powerful shield made of dragon scale. For that, they went to a long-forgotten Temple of Io north of the city of Condate in the Dragonborn Empire, where our first stream campaign took place long ago.
Mm-hmm.
Those early days. But upon arriving there, you fought with a Death Knight, ran into the mountains after the guards tracked you down for reasons that never really got resolved, and encountered a gargantuan black dragon, an ancient one at that.
Mm-hmm.
During the scuffle, you lost Gungnir and found out that the shield he was holding was a fake. It was actually one of his own scales. He was one of those weirdos that like to hold on to their teeth and toenails and things like that.
Ew.
Yeah. So you pursued him.
I still have all my baby teeth in a thingy. The tooth fairy gave them back. I got paid for them, and then Mum gave them back to me when I was about 13 odd.
That's
Wow.
weird.
So I have all my baby teeth in a little tub.
Makes sense. I
Yep.
suppose in this world, it's a dangerous thing to leave your teeth or anything lying around. Old magic can allow people to take control of you. Anyway, you had pursued this dragon all the way to Lake Freya, and after a scuffle with some underwater denizens on the docks of a small little fishing outpost, you descended deep beneath the lake to fight the dragon once again in his older lair from when he was but a teenager. And after what could be described as a pretty intense fight, two of you nearly dying at the start. The best acid breath ever, I might add. But you came out on top and retrieved Gungnir.
Yay.
It was also during that whole discovery that Kira, your wonderful elven assassin, has actually, well, not assassin, but you know what I mean. One shot. Yeah. Much more appropriate. Has actually grabbed on to another artifact without realising it. And that being Io's Claw. The long lost short sword, also of draconic fame.
Mm-hmm.
But your resolve has led you to go seek out the Black Tower, the ancient tower that belonged to Umbreon the Black Dragon, in hopes of finding the Black Carapace. And when we last left you all, Marlon had teleported you all halfway across the world back to Verulanium, to the Librarian Secundum, and we kind of left you guys sort of hanging around in town for a bit. So, what would you like to do?
I'm grinning.
Go
in case
shopping.
of... Yes.
I will also point out it is
In
Are we
69.
recuperating or?
I mean, yeah, Tedek's literally on 8 hit points and got acid burns all over him, so...
Do we have to roll to sort of figure out what the best establishment, or
I
can we
mean,
just wander?
we were initially thinking of going to a brothel, but I mean... It's up to you guys.
Verulanium is a large city. In fact, I have a map for you all, which I quickly generated not more than a few moments ago.
Oh, that's right. Trying to figure out if T-Deck likes tacos or hot dogs.
Yeah.
I actually came up with a hilarious answer for that.
Oh, shit.
Right.
Taco
So-
brains.
I welcome you all Oh my god, that's broken. That needs fixing. I'll just see what happened to the Discord overlay. Oh boy.
Welcome
What?
home. You're in the
I can
wild.
fix that. Nope, can't do that. I actually have to edit the filter. So anyway, whilst I'm fixing this, welcome to Verilanium.
Ooh. Snazzy.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's moody.
It is only a quick edit, mind you, but this gives you a rough idea of how the city's sort of laid out. So it has one major dock, sits bang in the middle, it has a crisscross of roads, and you guys are over here.
Okay.
In that area, that's about where the Librarium Secundum sits.
Okay. Good to know.
But if you guys would like some more information on places around town, go ahead and give me an investigation check. As a general, like, asking around, if you want to, you can use a straight charisma roll.
Wow. Just. Wow.
My page load.
Oh, he's
Oh.
never even been there.
Am I rolling with it? Sorry. You want me to do that again? That was with advantage.
Oh wow!
I haven't even seen you roll, Kira. That's weird.
I'll do it.
It's doing
I'll do
everything
it again.
again.
That was with advantage. Well, that's bad.
Third time's the
Yeah.
charm.
Hey, there it is.
Hey.
Oh, I know what it was. I was looking up stuff on the character sheet in case I actually hit the button wrong. I put it to self only.
Ah, that's weird. Normally I should be able to see stuff like that. Because they can be considered whispers to GM. Anyway, off of those investigations, Marlon knows exactly where to go. His early days of misspent youth. Knows a wonderful little place.
I've actually always thought of Marlon as sort of like asexual and sort of a bit indifferent.
To be honest, I'm
Much
not
prefer to
surprised.
sit down and like cuddle like a fluffy bunny rabbit than with like.
That I'm not. That actually makes sense, and it's very wholesome.
Yeah,
I can
and
get
it
behind
sounds
that.
cute.
But still, you know of such places. And you know of a good one, and TDAC can back you up on this from local people. It is a small little place tucked away just on the edge of this current district. So if you guys are sort of about there-ish, this place is just here. They also do like an area of warehouses.
Oh.
And as you approach such a place, the architecture is the first thing that takes you by surprise. It's not your typical Roman-esque, white stone columns at the front or anything else. This has a very oriental feel to it, with that blue curved stone slab wall out the front. Outside of the gate are two elven gentlemen, dressed very smartly. Just standing there, blades at their side, staring dead straight ahead. You know the faint sounds of music coming over the wall. And as you all approach, one of them just casually looks at you out the corner of his eye and, "Excuse me, how can I help you today?"
Oh, Jeff.
God damn.
There again. No, I'm Jed. Jeff's the other one.
See it. What are you?
Oh,
Jeff. That's for like the code to get in. Hello, Jeff.
Hello, Jeff. Okay, on.
looks you all over and... Alright. Opens the door for you. And beyond in this, what would have been like once glorious mansion grounds now are several smaller buildings, each one playing music quite happily out the front. You can hear the sounds of revelry and wonderful exploitation. God, you guys would do this on week 69, wouldn't you? Giant children, all of you.
Of course. And then I take it as you go up to the main mansion, which is now a bar.
Oh yes. Oh yes, you make your way up to the main building of this compound. Was a resplendent Japanese manor. So it has like a raised porch and everything else. There's like a little Zen garden that you can sort of make out through the gap. And you are greeted by an elven woman with beautiful golden hair. Everything else comes to about her shoulders. She's wearing a low-cut dress that's just tight enough to give a bit of uplift. Happily shows off the midriff and has a nice flowing skirt. Ah. Welcome to the Catone Mansion. How may I be of assistance for you this evening? Well, this afternoon, actually.
Anybody?
Ted, I don't know what to say to this, so carry on.
Oh, well, Marlon will sort of be like, well, you probably don't recognise me, because I haven't been here since I was a little dragling. Remember Dragonborn that didn't used to actually come here for all the revelry?
Looks at you for a second. Ah! Mr. Marlon, has been some time.
Yes, it has been, clearly.
Would you...
So, lovely cups of tea.
Of course, teas are always available for you.
Mm-hmm.
We can't persuade you to have tea and biscuits this time.
Oh, no. Just tea's enough. Especially with the hot tub. You know how much I could drink.
Oh, we remember quite well, sir. And the rest of your companions, I assume they'll be joining you?
Well, I mean, they can choose what they want to do. We, as you can see, we're a bit roughed up, so we've just got to have a little bit of a rest. I'm sure we can pass some coin your way throughout the night.
All things considered, could we by chance convince you to go to the Platinum Suite this evening?
It depends on how much. How much these lot want to spend.
Looks at you all. About 10 platinum should do for the night, and I'll send some girls to your room.
Anybody else joining in?
I have my own room, thank you. I don't share.
That's quite respectable. There are several private rooms if you require in the Platinum Suite.
Ted, I don't know what platinum means or anything, so he's like, okay. Okay.
T-Deck, it's called Treat Yourself.
Right.
Just feel like
Go with
look
it, man.
around at Tedak and just feel like the what you call it. We have some cobalt brains in the fridge if you want.
His eyes light up. Ooh. Yum, yum.
A graveyard at the back. You can
Oh man,
wander.
want to get some bones.
Oh god.
It's a bit like I would just probably look at a guy just go. I will share a room with a little one. His injuries still need to be looked at properly.
I mean, I
Understandable.
can send a little one to your room if you want.
Oh, whichever works best.
Alrighty then. So. Oh, traffic here.
God damn it. Oh crap, that's hilarious.
That should be addiction, that should be addition. Shit.
Yeah.
No, addiction works.
Addiction works so well. So well.
Alrighty then. So, amongst yourselves, like I said, it's 10 platinum pieces. So work out how you got to cough up that much cash.
I mean,
I said we don't have to have the platinum suite.
oh no, like Tedak's curious now, and we have enough platinum, so yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah.
Throw it at her.
We have enough of it from the Black Acid Caves.
Yeah.
I was going
we
to say,
do.
don't ask Teardack to throw money. God's sake.
Yeah.
Yeet.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely gonna be
There's so
like...
many ladies that way.
You just suddenly have like individual coins just hit the wall going boom, boom, boom. Just digging.
Tina, we did make it rain, we did mean it literally.
I mean, once in secondary school, I did actually throw some coins at a guy that I liked once by accident. He sort of opened up the door on me, and I threw him some money and said, "Here's some money, bye," and ran off.
Oh! Well, that's one way to do it.
Charity, and he opened up the
love.
door, and I wasn't expecting it, so I threw the money at him
Yeah.
and ran off. But it was the opposite way, and I had to walk back past the corridor, past it with the door still open, holding the bag of money.
T-Deck, can you make a dexterity check for me?
I mean-
Just to see how this plays out.
Oh,
Okay, not as well as I thought. You
Oh
just
no.
throw the platinum coins at her, and it just goes all over the floor, and she just gives a very heavy and defeated sigh. There's a box right there, and as she gestures through the hand, you all look, and literally on the side of the bow of the porch and everything else is a small chest with like a coin slot.
oh,
God damn it.
sorry. Tedak will pick up the coins and then sort of hobble his way over to the box and just put them in.
At which point she raises her hand and sort of gestures, and a few more feminine servants appear. Mixed races. None of the more monstrous ones, so no like ogres or orcs, sadly.
Of course there would be. Why are you being so stingy? There's all types.
Well, again, it's only a couple for now, and she says, these ladies will show you to the Platinum Suite. And as you all go to leave, she actually stops one of them and brings them forward and says, be sure to send the mistress up for the little one.
Oh, damn it.
And you guys are shown upstairs to a nice private, sort of almost wing of this mansion, all to yourselves. There are rooms for each and every one of you. Think Littlefinger's brothel from Game of Thrones.
Okay.
Like, every room is way too big for what you probably really need. It's all light and airy. There is, as you're sort of like exploring, like, okay, there's a decent sized room here. Oh, this one might be good enough for T-Deck. Again, it's just light, airy, and space as far as you guys are concerned. It just feels like a really nice place. It's only then that you find the hot tub. And they weren't kidding when they said a hot tub. It is a tub big enough for about 12 medium creatures.
It's like, you have like drinks holders and that.
Yep.
And it's just lined with biscuits all around the outside.
Indeed. But it's, as you dive right on in, and there was a knock at your door, and several more female servants have arrived, including one half-orc. Still voluptuous, but dressed in very tight leathers. I'm here for the little one.
Well,
He's just looking around like,
Yeah.
which little one are we talking about?
Who's the little one?
She looks around, she looks down at T-Dag and says, I assumed she meant you.
Okay. He's just looking very confused at this point.
Would you like to take a walk around the garden?
Let us see how wild you really are. Come with me.
Do you have a man partner?
What, for TEDx?
No. Hold on. Do you have what husband?
Oh yes, I do. This voice is going. This
Why-
accent's going everywhere. I started German and rapidly went Swedish.
Well, why husband? No, why husband not divorce you so you give Ted that good time?
That's not how it works.
Oh, you little one, we have much fun to discuss.
Ted, but and husband, all right with you doing this with me?
Of course, otherwise I wouldn't be here.
Can I have word with husband? So you divorce husband so you could do this with me.
Can she say, like, okay, and just take him to another random guy in the brothel? Or, like, the male servant?
No, look,
Oh no!
it's more of a background thing
Right.
for Tidak. There are reasons I've come up with this stupidity.
I do have the perfect answer for this. He's a little tied up at the moment.
If he tied up, Teda can untie him and challenge him to brawl to take your hand in marriage.
She gives like a really heavy defeated sigh and is trying not to look frustrated. But quite clearly like there's an eyebrow twitch. You have no idea what this place is, do you?
No.
Okay. She kneels down to get to your height and whispers into your ear. The rest of you can just make out the rest of it. And it's made painfully clear to T-Dag now what this place is. This is a house of lady favours. Or men favours, depending on your gender and preference.
Townfolk are strange. Townfolk are strange. Teda will indulge? No, he wouldn't know this word.
She just like after this whole thing, like the realization suddenly dawns on you. She just like gently puts her hand behind you and shows you to a spare room.
Yeah, he's just going to go along with it. Gives others like a kind of, am I doing this right? Like, is Teda doing this right?
Kira gives T-Dak a big grin and a double thumbs up.
Okay.
And then just hear an accordion play in the background at some point.
Smallest violin.
Yeah, Teda can be like, okay. Okay, yeah, follow the nice lady around.
The nice lady.
Fellas are nice and easy. Okay. The rest of you are given a companion of the evening of your personal choice. Didn't really fancy going too deep into this. As a whole
Yeah.
thing. But you all have, fine wine, fine beer, fine food, wonderful sort of fruit and cheese platter and everything else. Those of you that have a sexual conquest over the evening, I'd like you all to make constitution checks for me, please.
Nice.
We'll find out who actually did.
Fuck.
Let's see.
Apparently, I'm a one and done.
Oh, God damn it. Oh, God.
Oh, God, I'm in tears.
Try that again.
Yeah.
It depends on whether or not you did it once or twice. Or did
More
it
than once.
There was no chance you're getting a second after that performance. Bloody hell.
To be fair,
Hey, I'm paying for it. I'm getting a second time around.
for how many times you guys feel like you can do in an evening?
God. You
That was
crazy people.
mostly for like comedic flair.
Yeah, I believe that. Oh, God damn it. Okay, I give up. I give up.
That is literally what your character says, because
Yeah, that's literally what the Baron says. Like, okay, fine.
Oh,
Never mind.
okay. Oh, God, take it, my heart, God, take it.
so all of a sudden you just have him saying that please don't tell anyone else about this. Suddenly the entire
Yeah.
city knows.
Oh,
Yeah.
well. Oh. Ow. So,
Thanks for the bits, Phil Dragon.
if nobody else feels like rolling a constitution check, the following morning, you all emerge. Some of the ladies that you had for company over the night sit there and join you for breakfast. Some of them look a bit more disappointed than others.
I can wonder why.
Meanwhile, T-Deck, and that's the half-orc, emerged sometime later. T-Deck with this massive grin on his face.
Yep.
And the half-orc with like this look of bewilderment. And like whispers to each of you individually, can I just ask, what have you fed him?
Kobold brains.
Oh, clearly kobold brains. And goblin brains as well. And can Sinju come out with like a great big platter of like, it's like sushi, but instead it's various brains of...
Heck yeah.
If that is what a
Yeah.
member of the Platinum Suite requires, that is what they shall receive. Oh, God. Oh. My face.
You choose to run this campaign with us, Brian. Just
Yeah.
remember,
Yes.
Literally Captain Crunch.
It is a good thing. So, it is a great thing that I actually just opened up some chocolate.
The
to be
chocolate he's crying into.
Can open chocolate, can't open other things.
God damn it.
God damn
Pick
it.
locks, can't pick your heart. Oof.
It was just that last round who's just on a hair trigger. Just so sensitive.
Oh boy.
But anyways, you guys are considered to have a full night's rest.
Yep.
Oh. No.
Tedek like her. As he munches on some plain sushi.
Still, the morning has arrived. Wait, poor choice of words.
Yeah, I do believe I have arrived.
Oh, this is getting worse. Quickly, take control of the stream. Oh. What would you guys like to do?
Kiera'd like to go armor shopping if we get the chance.
Mm-hmm. You are in the heart of the Dragonborn Empire. There are a lot of things available for the right person.
Yay. Oh boy.
Marlon, try making some actual sweets in some downtime.
You certainly can do.
Some more like a restoration kind of sweets. Not necessarily those, but just...
Yeah, that's fine. I really should have messaged you this earlier. So regarding your sweets, Marlon, I'm treating like the artificer rules for making their own equipment. So you pick a spell that you know, or that's currently in your spell book, and then you just make for me an Arcana check with a DC based off that spell level.
Okay.
So, for example, if you wanted to make a level 6 fireball, the DC would be 10 plus half your level plus the level of that spell. I think. I can't remember how I wrote it down.
If I did slow, so...
Yeah, so to make a slow castable sweet or something like that, it would be as a level 3 spell.
Yeah.
And the Arcana check would just be based against that as opposed to something crazy. I did have lists somewhere, I don't know what I've done with it.
Fair enough.
Anyway, what would the rest of you like to do?
Well, Melvin's disappointment in the night leads him to go to find a smith who can make some lovely steel string, which could be used for like piano strings of strength wise, and he would like to make some garrote wires.
Alright then. So, let's go with Kira first. Since you would like to go armor shopping. Go ahead and give me an investigation check.
Okay.
Very nice. You find your way down to this area here on the west of Verulanium, up against the wall, in what people have called the Street of Hammers. So called because every shop here is a blacksmith or a leather worker, fletcher, whatever. If it's a weapon or armor, this is the place people come to buy it from. But one shop particularly catches your eye. Out the front of this place is an old man. He's sitting on a stool and he's happily working away on some leather that has this wonderful inlay design to it, and he's just polishing off the last little bits, and he's holding it up as he's humming away and singing to himself just to make sure the stitching holds. Yeah, that'll do. Hello young miss, what can I do for you?
That is some gorgeous armor you got there. Can you tell me a little bit about it?
I was waiting for a newly minted sergeant. He wanted a bit of flair to his armour. So a little bit of enchantment work, a bit of patterning, and what we have here is something that's relatively a bit more stab-proof. Should help keep him alive a bit longer.
Oh, I like the sounds of that. Do you by chance have anything similar that has not been claimed?
Yeah, indeed I do. Come with me. And he leads you into a shop. So this guy has all the leather armour available.
I'm just looking mainly for like a +1 or maybe +2 instead of leather. Something to that effect.
Some +1 studded leather, I've got that for you. In fact, you're like the kind that wants to keep yourself hidden, so I've got something for you. It's a bit on the expensive side, a few thousand gold, but he shows you this suit of leather which is studded, but the studs are like brilliantly shiny and everything else. And as he places his hands on it, he says a word in Draconic that sounds like the word cloth, and to your eyes it goes from studded leather to like a long flowing coat and shirt and everything else.
Very cool.
So yeah, it's
How much would something like that run me, my friend?
About 3,000 gold. Enchantment takes a while.
Would you settle for 2,500?
Make a charisma check.
Because charisma is my forte.
No, sorry.
2,750.
Hmm. 2,750. If it mulls it over. I don't know.
She smiles and winks at him.
Make another charisma check with advantage. It's the weak.
Wheat and dice curse. Come on, let's make this something Laura Bailey would be proud of.
Oh.
That is something Laura Bailey would be proud of.
One more!
Whoa. What was the other? Oh god, the other roll was a 9. 14 and a 9. Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, you're really busting me balls, but okay then. 2,750. And what you have there is a set of glamoured studded leather.
A set of what studded leather?
Glamoured.
Oh.
While throwing this armour, you gain +1 to AC. You can also use a personal action to speak the armour's command word and cause the armour to assume the appearance of a normal set of clothing or some other kind of armour. You decide what it looks like, including colour, style and accessories, but the armour retains its normal bulk and weight. The illusion lasts until you use the property again or remove the armour.
Very cool. So, studded leather is 12 plus dex, plus the +1 would be 13 plus dex?
Yep.
Okay. Thank you very much, kind sir. It has been a pleasure doing business with you.
That's quite alright. He says so, finishes counting out your coin. Alright then, who was next? I believe that was Marlon. So, Marlon. If he's still there. Marlon!
Yes?
Have you picked your spell for your sweet incantations?
Yep. Just load. Lard and the juice. At level 3 rather than level 2.
What was that? Sorry, I couldn't hear you over people's microphones rattling.
Enlarge and reduce.
Ooh, very nice. Alright then, go ahead and make an Arcana check for me. Let's begin to work your magic. Ooh. Let me just dig out my bit of paper. This is why it's always good to have a backup. Da 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 da. It's in here somewhere. There it is. Okay. Sadly, you are not successful in making dispatch of sweets. Go ahead and give me another Arcana check. They are salvageable at this point. That'll do it. So as you sit there and make it, you're sitting there checking it and tasting it. It's like, oh crikey, that's way... It's going way too far one way. So you swing it back the other. And you manage to produce... let's just do a quick D10 roll here.
Reduced sweets would be a lot more handy than enlarged sweets.
That's not a problem. Cool. You managed to produce for yourself 10 reduction sweets.
Ooh.
So these are basically like potions that you can give to your friends or feed yourself with, and they will cast the spell of reduce, as though you were the one that was casting it. Thankfully, the kitchen did not blow up.
Thankfully it didn't.
Alright then. Who was next? I believe Melren was next. The wonderful
Yes.
sneaker rogue.
Yes.
Go ahead and give me an investigation check.
It's that critical one.
I mean, the critical one went in the bedroom, so...
Yeah.
See?
Also, Meryl knows how to say the right words in the street and things like that. Okay, you are led just off the street of Hammers to a small little tuck away, sort of where the craftsmen and merchants begin to overlap, and you do find yourself in a small hat shop.
Oh.
Inside this place right now is the current proprietor of the shop, and a dark elf, clad in black robes. You can see a faint sort of bit of silver hair from under the hood. He just seems to be wrapping up some business. And as he turns to leave, he gives you sort of this nodding gesture as he goes. The proprietor turns to you and goes, and how can I help you today, good tabaxi? Do you have a hat? Maybe a good coat?
I would rather be looking. Maron looks around, but nobody's around.
The shop is empty, it's just you and the proprietor.
So, little bit of these. You know how people sometimes use piano wires for something else than playing the piano?
Yes, I believe you by catch your drift.
Yes, I would need some of those with wooden or metallic handles.
Oh, I see. You're looking for a nice new tie. I
Yes.
might have something that runs like that. And he reaches down to the counter and pulls out various sets of garrote wire, and he sort of gestures to them all. Which one would you prefer, sir? We have this nice thin one here, perfect for a very deep cut, guaranteed to break even the toughest of flesh, or perhaps this thicker one will leave a very tightening mark, but be very difficult for the guards to identify who killed whom?
I would like to go with a little bit the thicker one.
Wonderful said that.
Because-
A G-string seems fantastic for you, sir.
Yes.
Did you just say G-string?
Yes, I was waiting to
Yes.
see how long you guys took to catch on.
Oh no!
I was waiting for
okay.
the childish sniggering.
No, silently.
It took me a second.
I got it right away.
The furry fandom is going wild right now.
Nah.
And at the low cost of 25 gold, you can have a nice bit of garrote wire.
Ah, yes. I shall. I would like to spend that 25 gold.
Okay then. 25 gold, and now you have some garrote wire on your character sheet.
Yes.
Alright then. What about the rest of you? Gardex and Tidak. Would you guys like to do anything?
What was that, Tash?
Do you want to go first? If not, I have an idea on what I want to do.
Oh yeah, you go first. I'm still thinking over a few things.
Okay. With the lovely dragon's teeth that Tedak had nearly killed himself acquiring, he would like to find a weaponsmith who can turn those into lovely poison daggers.
Certainly doable. Go ahead and give me an investigation check.
Can't investigate in the town, can investigate in the bed.
Yes.
Okay. You find yourself, likewise, on the Street of Hammers. You pretty much followed Kira all the way there. But whilst Kira goes off to see a leathersmith, a leather worker, you find yourself in a very shady alley
Oh no.
where this very rotund Dragonborn seems to be working away, and he's like having an argument with someone at the front. It's like, I've told you 1,000 times, I've made you a sword, it is fine make, it's fine craftsmanship, it is worth the cost. And the guy's sitting there swinging the sword around, and you can see the sword is quite clearly bent. It is not in any way straight, it's not even sharp. It's just a glorified club.
Club! Sword! If a club can do poison damage, it was worth a try. Tedak will approach the shady Dragonborn. Just be like...
No,
God!
This argument is getting really quite heated. It's almost about to come to blows, and quite clearly no guards are around.
Dragon! Dragon! Make these into daggers! And he shows them the dragon teeth.
They carry on their argument for a second, and the guy looks down, looks at the other guy, and goes, "One moment, sir. And how can I help you, little man?" As the guy holding the metal club swings it down and knocks your guy unconscious, and now threatens you with the metal club. "You little one, you didn't see nothing, and I'll take those teeth."
Tedak's gonna growl like the Rottweiler trapped
Cujo?
in a Yorkshire Terrier that he is. And he's like, my teeth! I earn teeth!
I don't
Thanks.
think you understand. In fact, make an intimidation check.
Oh, wow!
No, give those teeth over. I'm bigger and stronger than you are.
Tedak is going to put the teeth away, and he's going to bite the bastard on the hand.
Go ahead and make an attack roll.
Oh god, what would teeth...
It would be a bite to be a strength.
Okay. Nom!
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay then, go ahead. What's your strength bonus?
My strength bonus is +1.
+1?
Yes.
Wow. Oh yeah, you're a dexterous barbarian more than a strong barbarian.
Yeah, I am a dexterous barbarian.
Okay, you do 2 points of damage to him. He recoils back in pain. His hand is bleeding quite badly. He's like, "You little," and he.
Do I take a finger?
Not quite.
Oh.
But he does take a swing at you, and we will need to roll some initiative.
Oh yeah.
Tedak versus Bum.
Oh god. I need to put a token of Tedak somewhere and then roll for initiative.
Yeah, I wouldn't need to worry about. Oh yeah, because he needs to
Oh wow.
do the thing.
We're on equal footing.
Yeah, what's your dexterity modifier at these days?
+5.
Oh yeah, you well ahead of him.
Okay. Tedak is going. Tedak is going to get the 9 lives stealer short sword thing, and he's going to stab him with it.
Okay.
Well, he's going to rage first. I do apologise as a bonus action.
Fair enough.
She gets very upset.
And yeah, do any of us hit?
They both hit. The first kill is enough to kill him. Like as you lunge, he goes for another swing on you, but you are clearly beyond him in experience, and you just catch him straight through the chest. He's sort of sitting there clutching your arm, and eventually his grip just goes weak, and he falls to the ground.
Brilliant.
With that.
And if this were a game of Elder Scrolls right now, every guard in the city would suddenly be alerted to murder. Thankfully, this isn't like Skyrim.
At this point.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm debating here. Tedak is going to. Oh my god, I can't believe we're going to do this. He's going to grab his hand axe. And,
Here comes for cannibalism.
yeah, he's gonna, cut the top of his skull off and extract his brains. Save it for later. To show to everyone else how proud he is of, his trophy. And he's going to take the sword/club that the guy, had on him. He's going to steal that.
Okay then.
God. I'm not trying to be a murder hobo, everyone, but you're making it very difficult for me.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Keep
And,
telling yourself that.
And then he's going to slap the dragonborn that the guy knocked out awake, just slap him like dragon, dragon.
As you go to start the slap, you hear someone crying, "By the platinum dragon, it's been a murder!
A murder.
It's been an unnatural murder!" And the guards are now being called. The rest of you, however, are unaware of all this going on. So we'll put a pin in that for a second. Gardex, what was it you'd like to do?
Let me see. After everything Gardex has been through, even with the dragon bits, he's actually feeling a bit. He's actually feeling a bit lonely from his clan. Wondering where they may be. Is there? And he's just wondering, is there anything in this place that might be able to help him identify if there are any half orc or any orcish clans going through the area?
Go ahead and give me an investigation check.
And this
If
is
you're
where
sure you
we
can
lose.
use charisma as your base for that. As you're going around and asking questions.
Right, so let's do it like this then. Move! Hey!
Yay!
Very nice.
When Gardex can talk right.
When you know what you want, the dice will provide. Asking around, yeah, there are several orcish clans that sort of travel through the area on a regular basis, like travelling caravans. They mostly go up north, though, towards Orcresh, I think he says. Now I need to check his own world map.
Yeah, it was on the world map. There was Orc Rush.
Yeah, it all goes to Orcrush and then further north and northeast from there.
Lovely.
There are some that take boats from Verulanium. They take them all the way to the west to Rhodes and go on to the peninsula where you started all so long ago. And then there are some that take the Storm Road westward and take the long way around.
Doke.
I
never think I actually gave my home clan a name in the end.
I don't think you did.
Yeah, I named the rival clan, but I never named the clan I was a part of. I'll leave that to DM interpretation.
Yeah. Well, I suppose
Clan of a Unicorn? What is this?
we can go with that if you like. I wasn't originally going to go with that.
No.
Okay.
I know, in particular with his investigations, trying to find out where things are, he's trying to pinpoint if there's any information concerning the clan he was a part of before he was kicked out of it, and the Black Axe clan. That was the clan that originally ravaged his township all that time ago.
Yes. Well, you find that your rival clan, whose name I've long since forgotten as well.
Yes, well, the rival one's called the Black Axe clan. I've got that in my backstory.
Yeah, there we go. I was just trying to pull it up on D&D Beyond. So, yeah, the Black Axe clan have actually been through recently.
Oh,
based on that check. And they're actually going to Orcrush a different way. They are going up the Black Road. That's what I called it.
Black Road.
Indeed. They left only a few days ago, so by now they'd be at the town of Umberham.
Okay. Okie doke. Interesting tidbits.
But for an orcish travelling band, they're actually quite civilised. Which is unusual. Normally there's a bit of rough and goings on, but this time around it's been fairly calm and chill. They actually paid up and left without too much fuss and bother, which has everyone a bit on edge, because something's clearly gone wrong.
Gardex does not like this.
A lot of the city guard didn't like it either. It went a bit too smoothly. So, some of the locals are like, yeah, clearly they've done something and haven't admitted.
Oh, cheeky bastards.
Still, as you're doing that, let's catch back up with T-Dak. The murder hobo.
Of course.
Yeah. After slapping the Dragonborn awake and then someone said, it's been a murder.
Yeah. What would you like to do, T-Dak?
T-Dak points to the now disemboweled man and said, I sought him out. Now you make daggers out of these teeth.
He's still a bit groggy and he's still coming to. And okay. Give me a minute. I need to get my head back on straight. He did hit me with a metal club over the head. Yeah,
And Tedak shows this one, and he holds the club.
yeah, that one. Let's take this inside.
Leave the dead corpse there. No one will. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
As you enter his workshop, it is clearly not his forte to make weapons. There are tools that are rusted. The forge itself isn't hot. It's sort of barely hot enough to cook food on. This guy clearly is not a good blacksmith.
Can Tedak cook this? And he brings out the the brains that he just extracted.
I'd rather you didn't.
Okay, he puts it back in his bag.
Okay. So you want me to make these teeth into daggers?
Yes.
Okay. I'll do it for 2,000 gold pieces.
Oh, does Tedak have that much? I mean, he doesn't have it in his own bank. I don't want to extract any monies from the party bag. Now there's kind of like the angel and the devil situation going on. Like, I mean, you have enough gold to like part with. It isn't that bad. And then the other's like, no, what would the others think? He's just very confused. Having two conflicting voices in his head. What about... And he just counts on fingers. He brings out some of the dragon scales. These... And... What else does he have in his bag? He's pretty much getting out a lot of dragon like organs and stuff.
All
that
the
he's,
dragon
like...
stuff from the black dragon that you just murdered.
Yeah, and like, yeah, and this, and he puts his remaining 18 gold pieces and that many shiny things.
And how many shiny things are you putting up?
Tedak can't count. Tedak no good with counting.
Why am I not surprised? Okay. He'll take what you have offered him in full, and he'll get to work making the scales. It'll probably take him a few days.
Okay. Yeah. So that being the happy little halfling that he is.
Okay.
Walks out. Oh, this is gonna bite me in the backside, isn't it?
Maybe. Thankfully, the guards don't arrive in time. You managed to walk away from there, and the local that saw you, you can clearly see he's like long since run to go get the guards.
Tedak's just gonna walk out of there with only the guy's brains. And the club as well.
Oh. I really could have kept the 69 episode number spirit going by saying, it was a bit larger and a bit thicker than normal size clubs. It was black in colour. Would have been absolutely hilarious, but nope. I'm gonna keep it going. Keep it clean.
Since when?
So, what would So with that all done, a few days go past. If any of you want to do some more shopping, just let me know what it is you fancy buying, and I'll just tell you how much. Verulanium is not short on magic items.
of course, at one point, Tedak would like to go back to that smithy guy and collect the daggers.
Well, that's why I was asking if anybody wanted to do anything now, because as you go back after a few days, go back to the same smithy.
I was going to say, Tedak would also like to try out the House of Lady Favors again at some point.
Are you going back to the Catone Manor?
Yes.
I was gonna say, I'm surprised that nobody has actually done an insight check on her yet.
Tedak's got an intelligence of 8. He knows what he's doing.
Anyways, what kind of healing potions, Kira? And
Brain fart. Let me get back to you.
no worries. Peter, as you go back to that smithy and open the door,
Yes.
he rushes over to you and says, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. I know you gave me all those wonderful dragon's teeth to make daggers with. Someone broke in last night, stole them all. I am really sorry.
Who stole them? Tedak must avenge you.
I don't know. Just some hooded figures in the night. They came in and took them and ran off with them.
Tedak would like to make an investigation check to see whether he can track said people down.
Go ahead and make an investigation check.
Back!
Yeah, the guys tell you the absolute truth. They literally came in like ghosts. I've already got the sergeant and the guards coming down to help with the investigation. I'll do my best to keep these on hold for you for, as soon as I get them back.
What happened to dead guy?
They cleared up the body and are now looking into a murder investigation. If you want to make an inside check, feel free.
I mean, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, 12.
What was the rarity of that?
I think dragon's teeth are pretty rare.
No, what Kira's messaged me.
Oh, just the 2 weapons of greater healing?
I want to say they're either uncommon or rare.
They're
Don't quite know that.
uncommon. So they'll run you for 300 gold.
For both of them? Okay.
Right. With that insight check, there are things about this that you realise don't sit straight. Can't pin it on what, but something really is uncomfortable.
Are you sure someone stole dragon teeth?
Yeah, go ahead, search my entire shop.
Okay, then Tedak's gonna turn this shop upside down up the head and search for the teeth.
Okay, then.
Okay.
Make an investigation check with advantage this time.
Okay.
Incoming bull in a china shop.
Yeah, literally ball in the china shop. Oh boy.
You literally turn it upside down.
Yeah, literally do it.
You go through various things. You can see that, there's paperwork strewn about the place and everything else. And you go through all. He's clearly got like your dagger designs down. I was marking them off as he was working on them, but there were no signs of the daggers anywhere, or even signs of how these guys broke in.
Now, as a player, I have a feeling that I don't want to metagame. But
Well, you can try and make the game if you like. It'll just be met with harder encounters.
fair enough. You're sure they stole one?
Yeah, of course they stole them. They're not here, ergo they are stolen.
Because Tedak know like liars. Liars die.
I'm not lying, you little pissant.
Can I make an insight check on that one?
You can make another insight check.
Okay, I had it on normal. Okay, better.
Clearly, he's getting very defensive about the whole thing.
Because he's lying, or because he's like honestly telling the truth, but obviously he's like getting really defensive for that.
He seems to be getting very defensive. He might be on the right track.
Tedak is going to whip out the 9th Life Stealer sword. And shing! Tedak no like liars. Liars must die if they lie to Tedak.
Making a divination check.
Fuck
Is that,
me.
whoa, calm down. Calm down. You don't want to break that little butter knife now.
Oh god.
Butter knife, he says. Well, in that case then. What do I need to roll to see whether he should absolutely go berserk?
A wisdom saving throw.
Okay, he's going to go absolutely berserk and go into rage mode and attack the dude.
Okay, then make your attack roll.
Oh shit!
And just like that, Tilak has killed 2 civilians.
Dang.
Oh!
Somewhere, the gods of war are just getting really quite annoyed because this talent is so wasted.
And I want to do one more round of finding things before TEDx like really sad.
Okay.
Couldn't. Fuck me.
Well, if you insist, but what's your passive investigation at?
Shit, that's probably like 9. 9.
Yeah, it would be 9.
9?
Terrible, you lot. Alright. After a thorough search and investigation, there was clearly nothing there. You are 99.9% certain he was lying, but you can't prove it. You might need an extra pair of hands.
Yep, Tedak's gonna have to go find the rest of the party and go, guys!
They aren't exactly hard to find.
Well, yeah, Tedak's gonna go find the rest of the party and explain the situation.
Couple of them are at the house of lady favours.
I mean, yeah, let's go to the Palace of
Garlics
Lady
is-
Favors.
Garlics is chilling in the garden, and Marlon is working on something crazy.
Since Gardex seems to be chilling out in the garden, and Tedak probably thinks Tedak was told off for disturbing people when working. Gardex! Gardex!
I can just imagine like Gardex just like sitting with the gavel, just like as soon as hearing like the high pitched shouts, like squints the eyes for a little bit extra, just thinks, focus on the nature.
Yeah, like, inner peace.
I was
I'm sure
imagining
he's a
more
while
like,
away.
You're sitting there meditating quite happily. There's like a rose growing up in front of you, this beautiful everything, and as soon as you hear Tilak screaming, it just goes from a beautiful, like, ornamental rose to full-on violent wild rose.
God damn it.
It's like your inner piece is shut. It's like, oh, it takes so long to go one of those. But the rest of you sort of get that twinge up your spine, like your ears start burning. Clearly something is wrong.
Probably thinking, fuck's sake, what's he done now?
I just meet up with you guys and just say, what happened?
Big mean dragon dude took teeth, Tedak earned. And now Tedak can't find them.
Where did you last have them, little one?
Tedak gave teeth to mean dragon guy.
Do you know where this mean dragon guy is?
Yeah. I killed him.
One of these things does not quite go with the other, little one. You are saying that this Dragonborn stole your teeth, yet you destroyed him.
Yes.
So your teeth were with a dead body.
Sorry?
Was that it? Teeth with a dead body?
Yes.
It's just like I just bend down closer to Teardeck as if to think, give it a minute. See if it clicks.
Does that sound of rusted iron go for a second?
1 hour later.
Crunch.
Dragon mean guy lied to Tedak. So Tedak killed him.
But if this dragon guy stole your teeth, and yet you killed the dragon guy, the teeth would still be with the Dragonborn.
Tedak couldn't find teeth in Dragonborn or anywhere in house. Tedak got this lovely club though.
It's good that at times you actually have a druid as one of your friends, even though I use the term friend loosely in some cases.
Yeah, Tedak killed another guy for club.
Okay, little one, whilst I focus, please try to hold the thrill of killing. And I mean try.
Okay.
I kind of like close my eyes for a minute. I used OK object to see if I can't find the teeth.
As you sit there and concentrate, you do get a ping on the teeth. They are tucked away in a little hidden box in the floorboards underneath the desk. And in there are 5 beautifully made dragon daggers. They are like normal daggers, except they deal an extra 1d6 acid damage on hit.
Ooh.
I believe I found them.
Where?
Well, it seems they have been turned into daggers.
Yeah.
And they are beneath the floorboards.
How can daggers be in floor? Too hard to dig.
Little one, sometimes you have to use that thing in your head called a brain. You eat enough to understand how they congeal in your mouth. I would hope that maybe one of them would have actually given you some kind of intelligence.
Thanks, Goldbergs! Yeah.
Coming from a half-orc that isn't exactly intelligent himself, but hey-ho.
Thanks, Goldbergs! Tedak, go get daggers now! Off he goes. Back to the scene of the crime.
I follow Teardeck to make sure he doesn't get into more trouble.
Okay, so you guys now have your wonderful dragon daggers. It's been a few days.
And no one's came into the actual place to...
Oh no, the guards are now looking, and there are now descriptions of a violent-looking halfling about, but thankfully Tilak's not the only halfling in the city.
Oh, whew. Yeah, Tedak's gonna use like the hand axe to sort of hack the floorboards, bring out the box, hack the box, then get the daggers, like full of glee, and then he's going to proceed to scalp the Dragonborn and take his brains too.
Okay, as that murder spree is going on, Gardex, would you like to do anything whilst you're sat in the workshop?
Is there anything in this workshop that would grab my interest at all?
What's your passive perception at these days? So your perception plus 10, essentially. So we'll also both lost the equip sheet.
Oh, 18.
18, pretty nice. Looking about the place, not a lot catches your eye except for the strong box that's now open, sort of off to the side in a corner somewhere.
Yeah.
And as you go to look inside, you can see what looks like the payment that Kidak made for the daggers. Several dragon scales, and all the shiny that he had.
I will just seemingly acquire the shinies.
Fair enough then. Kidak, how much did you originally pay?
18 gold pieces!
There you go.
I'm just like seeing how much money, looking back at Teardag, not saying anything, but just thinking in my head, oh, bloody hell. This is why we don't trust the money to this one.
Some of those basic lessons from long ago start ringing back. So, okay. Alright then. Anybody else like to do anything?
Well, as things have progressed, if things haven't gone Melren's way, he would like to strangle silently every single one who has brought disappointment in his own looking the pleasure he's looking for.
Ah. Well, that could be somewhat awkward. Go ahead and make another constitution check, since you're back at the House of Lady Favors.
Yeah.
What was that? It was strangle.
Jesus!
He's going up strangling himself.
Hmm.
I'm not one to judge.
Strangling yourself or other people?
Well, this time round you last certainly a bit longer than last time.
Yes.
Your sexual conquest is a good one.
That is, but it's not perfect. Although it won't need to be. He just he just insults the entertainer he is with and walks out.
Why though? Why?
Because he's Catman. This is what he does.
Yes.
It makes no sense.
I know it doesn't, but we're just rolling with this.
Let's say the normal cat is crawling up from the deep within.
Okay.
There is going to be some issues later, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
Yes.
So, anybody else like to do anything whilst Gardex and Tirak go along and murder, well, loot a shop, essentially?
Ace detectives!
Kira will also be at the adult fun place.
Alright, then go ahead and give me a constitution check also.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
It's been a really pleasurable evening. Oh, afternoon. It's a bit of a quick one. Quicker than you were expecting.
Well, Marlon's obviously using the kitchen, so...
Yep.
There, so...
Using up
That's where
some
he
bits.
is. Yeah. Some food for the patrons.
Oh god. Very well, T-Deck. Give me a constitution check as well.
Nice.
And again, she's thoroughly impressed by your stamina. As you're all enjoying your sort of next few rounds in the Gatone estate, those of you with an artifact,
Okay.
more specifically Gardex, Marlon, and Kira, I'm just going to pull you into a side room.
I have an artifact as well. So is T-Deck included, or is it like nah?
No, I was thinking about it, but of
Okay.
course you don't have a very specific artifact.
That's fine.
So I'm just going to pull everyone away, and you guys can talk amongst yourselves.
Yes.
Hi.
Hi.
Welcome to the private room. So,
Ooh.
you three, since you all possess Dragonborn related artifacts, in this particular night of Lady Favors, you have a new voice enter your minds. It's completely foreign to you all. It is of certainly a woman, judging by the tone and cadence. Although where she is in relation to you, you cannot say. But she says, calm yourselves. I'm speaking to you through your minds. It's a little weird, and I'm still not entirely used to it myself. My name is Shinju Katone. I was once a well-travelled bard and adventurer like yourselves until I settled down and turned my father's estate into the place you're currently staying now. I would really appreciate it if you didn't use those artifacts for evil means. And that's not the soundtrack I was after. That was the soundtrack I was after. Wrong one. It's a bit hard to have like Sovngarde singing away when I just want something eerie. Not quite a Sovngarde yet. But anyway. So yeah, I'd really appreciate if you didn't use those artifacts for evil. And can I just ask, why have you got so many?
Somebody else want to explain? Or me?
Go for it.
Oh, sorry. I was gonna. Sorry.
Oh, one
No,
of
you say you speak, Dom, don't worry.
Just saying, so I'm guessing this telepathic link works where we all hear each other, and it's one of those communal telepathic links. Right. Gardex would just simply say, there is a great evil approaching. An ancient dragon. And only these artifacts will even hurt him, yet alone kill him. Yggdrasil demands it.
Okay, the big man has a point, and the rest of you?
Yep. I think, would Marlon have to do a investigation check to know that she fought him before, the dragon before?
No, it'd be a history check.
Which is weird because it's me. It's myself.
It's checking yourself.
You're talking
Yes.
to yourself.
I just hope I'm doing the role justice.
It needs to be more posh. It needs to be a telephone voice.
Oh, a telephone voice. Oh,
Think Hyacinth K.
I'm terribly sorry. I'll try my best to hold the posh accent up. Well, of course, I'll go too posh. With a 13, you do know that she was, if your memory serves right, someone of that power would still exist, and it could be someone who fought that dragon yonks ago, and they too would likely be in possession of some powerful artifacts.
You wouldn't by any chance know of anything of this dragon, would you?
I would, yes.
It was a black dragon, to be specific.
Yes, I did fight that shadow dragon long ago. Oh, those were the days. And her voice seems to wander off and goes like to a faint whisper as like she says, "Thank you, dear. You can leave now." Anyway, and she seems to almost like in her tone and her voice seems to straighten herself up. So yes, I did fight that dragon long ago, and I have some remnants of that battle. Why are you here in the capital city of the Dragonborn? There are no artifacts here at present.
Well, we were moving onwards. There was a couple of places that we'd been and what we were heading to next. If I recall, there's a tower.
Umbrasil's old lair. I remember that. That was fun. Such whimsical times. Well, at least I know I can trust you all for this information. If you're going that way to Umbraham, I recommend you make haste. I had a friend there go and investigate for me, and he has recently gone quiet, and I don't like it when he goes quiet. I'd much rather he was a bit of a louder person. So, if you find him for me, you'll know who he is. Just, make sure he's alive, will you? He's all really that I've got left. Right. I shall let you be. Cheerio. Please do enjoy the tea and biscuits. And with that, you feel like the mental connection is severed. And I'll throw you guys back up with the others.
Basically means Mauron is a psychopath.
Oh yeah. Hello.
That was a hell of a time to come back, and Melvin is a psychopath.
Well,
Yes.
yeah, we were discussing the differences between sociopathy and psychopathy.
Fair enough then.
Yes.
Alright. So, for a moment, as far as Teanak and Melvin are concerned, everybody else sort of like zones out for a second, and then they all zone back in.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just imagining like that's so Raven, you know.
Yeah.
So, as we discussed while you were elsewhere, we were discussing things that Melran is probably going to be doing a little. Is going to probably seem a little bit psychopathic, actually. And it will probably end up with him being a sneaky murder hobo once again.
Fair enough. So, what would the rest of you like to do for the remainder of your day?
Well, Marlon would probably like to do the sensible thing and actually find Sinju in amongst the town or the brothel, wherever she is, rather than just a telepathic connection.
Fair.
Okie dokes.
And do we explain to Tedek and Meldrin what we heard?
That's entirely up to you guys.
I would.
Yeah, like Terry was just poking your cheek with like a bit of brain, like, hey, you okay? You hungry? Eat this thing.
Okay. Well, it seems that we've been tasked with something new.
Oh.
By
What's this new
the
thing?
owner of this establishment.
Oh?
To help us on our way, I think we better go and talk to her in person, because we might have some help right underneath our noses.
Well, that's good.
Okay, Tedak follow.
So if we go and follow and find Sinju, maybe we can persuade her to hand over a couple of artifacts.
Oh! Yep, not saying anything. Carry on.
Alright then. Marlon, go ahead and give me an Arcana check really quick. Just whilst I think about it.
I've plugged in my computer, yes. My laptop. You know, others can speak hard speaking to myself.
Tedak wouldn't know what he's... Words are not his thing. Murder, on the other hand.
Yeah, you got that one down, Pat.
Mm-hmm.
What is it? Arcana, yep.
Yep.
There you go.
Oh, very nice. Okay.
Solid.
You know that the way Shinju is talking to you can only be so far. She can't be like too far out of range, so she's most likely somewhere on the estate.
Yeah. I'm gonna take a wild guess and say the office.
Indeed. So you guys make your way up to the office. Outside the office rather, sit four very burly dudes. Still quite slim, well toned, and everything else in light armor and everything. Guarding this one door, and as you all approach, they recognise Marlon, Gardex, and Kira immediately, and sort of stand aside, but try and body block Melrin and Tdak.
I think they can be trusted enough to come in. We have already spoken to Madam once today.
Side eye for a second, and then you just hear from beyond the door, for three of you, a very familiar voice. It's fine, let them in for the love of God. And you guys are let into these a very small office. At one end is a very low desk, a bit lower than what sort of people would consider comfortable. In front of that are two long sofas laid out. So there's a nice long coffee table in the middle, and inside you see an elven woman in a low-cut green dress, long flowing gown. I forgot what Shinji's hair colour was now, wasn't it silver?
Yeah, it's like a silvery white
Yeah.
blonde.
Yeah. Long silver blonde hair. Although elven, you can see just a very faint sort of age lines, but they suit the face.
I think I worked out she'd be about 400, 500 now in elf year.
Yeah.
Well, in the thing, she was 24, So if it's 200 years later, it's whatever equivalent that is.
Yeah, elves take a while to age.
Yeah.
But it's just those early wrinkles, but they're not like garish. They frame the face really well. And she sits there and she already has cups and wine ready for you all. So then, shall we have a conversation? And that's where we shall end tonight's episode.
Yeah.
Yes.
Dun, dun, dun.
That was fun.
That was
Murder hobo!
murder.
Yeah, see that, the ever ongoing murder hobo.
I mean, they started it.
Yeah, and now you're not wanted in another city again. Gardex is wanted in Condate, you're wanted in Berylanium.
Yep.
Kira's wanted in...
Sterling.
Yeah, all the way over in Sterling.
Oh shit, that's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah, you're still at large. The only one not currently on a murder or list otherwise is just Marlon and Melrin.
Yeah.
Well, Melrin, if he's delivering hats, I'm sure he's on somebody's murder list.
He's the one doing the murder ring.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean to say that there's not another murderer with a hat from the guild.
Quite possibly. We'll see where that thread goes. Anyways, thank you all for watching. We'll see you all next time. Until then, enjoy yourselves. Bye-bye.
Bye.